Let's face it, you need more money. And if you want to experience more things in life or you want to acquire more things, you're going to need to make more of it. I get it. I've been there and I'm still working on it. Why? Because the journey never ends, right? We're all doing this together. We're all trying to figure out what we want to do with our lives, with our careers. How are we going to make more money so we can do the things that we want? And over the past 10 years, I've been able to triple my salary. And it took me way too long. So looking back, I realized that there's many setbacks that weren't because I lacked the skill or the ambition. It was because I didn't really understand how to use my skills and turn those into income in a way that was aligned with my introverted nature. I was trying to force myself to be someone that I wasn't, and I was working against my actual personality type and what I actually need to thrive. And so what I was doing is I was trying to be like other people who made it look easy to talk and to get noticed, and that actually set me back multiple years. So in this video, I want to help you figure out what took me 10 years to do it, but you do it in just a fraction of that time. Because there's three things that I wish I had done earlier to turn my introverted strengths into money making opportunities. Talking doesn't get you anywhere, but doing stuff will get you anywhere you want to go. So let's get into it. First thing that I want you to focus on is I don't want you to chase visibility too early. So you're gonna see a lot of people will jump straight into personal branding and you're gonna try to become known for anything, right? You want to get yourself out there, but I caution you to not do that, right? I want you to wait until you actually know what you're good at, so then you can talk about being good at something. But that seems kind of backwards because you're going to see plenty of advice on other videos here on YouTube. You're going to see other articles, and they're all going to talk about putting yourself out there so people and higher ups can see you and figure out who you are and see what you're all about. But I'm telling you not to do that until you have something that you can stand on. Because if you just get up there and start talking and creating chaos and commotion and being loud because you want to get noticed, but when you're actually tested and you don't know anything, that's going to set you back even further. So take my advice and start building up a skill before you start putting yourself out there. The reason I say that is because as introverts, we are good at going deep, right? Building things, building skills in depth, rather than focusing on making noise. When we focus on developing one or two high value skills, people and your current business will wind up paying you for it. So that could be anything in your current job, right? Or it could be something that you do on the side. Data analysis, writing, coding, design, project management, whatever fits your interests and strengths at that moment in time, go for it 100% and dig into it. To make it even easier, you can develop skills that you're already using on your job. So you're already getting paid to do it. And the more skills you learn, the more productive you are. And then you can present those new skills and those new productivity hacks, new projects that you've completed. You can start presenting that stuff to your boss. That brings me to my next point, is because all of the skills that you're developing is great for you, but again, we're talking about building these skills and then showing the skills. So what's the easiest way for introverts like us to show our skills? We start documenting it. Document what you've been learning. You don't have to be loud about it, right? You can put this in a PowerPoint slide. That's what I've done for multiple years. And then when you have your weekly or your bi-weekly one-on-ones with your boss, that's your time to give them updates on an ongoing basis. So you're not hitting them with a bunch of things at once. It's continuous growth, and your boss is going to see that continuous growth over time because they're going to see that you keep gaining more skills. So other things you can do too with these new skills, you can start posting things on Reddit. You can share your takeaways on Substack, right? Or you can even start your own blog. And all you're doing is just sharing these skills and you're starting to get more exposure, but you have something to deliver rather than just talking and making noise. The second piece is I want you to show your value without selling yourself, because we can run into issues where we sell ourselves short, and I know I've done that multiple times, and I don't want you to make that same mistake. And it took me years to figure this out, because I used to think that if I just worked hard, people are going to notice, and then I'd get rewarded. I'm sorry to break it to you, but that almost never happens, right? Your boss has other people they have to manage. They also have other tasks that they have to do on a daily and weekly basis. So how much time are they just giving you by sticking their head out of their office to see what you're doing, or hitting you up on your corporate messaging app, or sending you emails? No, they got other stuff to do. So just you working hard isn't going to get you noticed, right? We have to take action. So if you are like me and other introverts, right, selling yourself makes me, and it could make you feel really uncomfortable. And I've never been good at talking about myself. I'd rather put something forward that I've done, and then I can talk about it, because I can lean on that, right? I'm not trying to create something out of my memory and pull up old projects or old things that I've already have moved out of my mind, right? And I want you to focus on talking about results rather than talking about yourself, because I think this is going to help you talk about things that you've done much easier. So when you talk to your boss, or you talk to a customer or a client that you're working with, or maybe you're working with a job recruiter, so you want to say things in the sense of like, here's how I improved this process. This is how I saved time and money for my company, or this is how I helped a project move forward, right? It's not like you're saying me, this is all the stuff that I've done. It's saying, here's work, here's proof, here's evidence, and let me talk you through that. So there's two different things, and I hope you can understand the difference there. You're not bragging, right? You're showing evidence. And that evidence is confidence for us introverts. So once I learned how to do this, right, opportunities started finding me. I didn't have to constantly chase them down. And this is specifically within companies that I was already working for. People start talking about you when you're not in the room for good things, right? This is the whole point. We don't want it to be bad things. We want it to be good things. Your boss is going to see how you contributed compared to others on their team. That's not up to you. That's up to your boss to figure that out. But as you present more evidence of things that you've done, it's gonna become even clearer for your boss to see how you are different from the rest of the team. So that quiet competence turns into visible value, and that visible value winds up getting you paid. So one word of caution is that you need to know what you're going to do in the early years of your career. You can say yes to a lot of additional responsibilities that your boss is going to hand down to you. Your bosses may volunteer you for other groups in the business because they can see the skills that you have, and that you may be able to help another project, or work with another group, or work for a different manager, right, for different things and different projects. Just be careful. You can say yes to gain some more exposure, but if you say yes too many times, you're going to wind up being the go-to person. You're going to be the helper. You're going to be the closer, right? Whatever term is going to be thrown around the office when they talk about you, but you're also going to become the doormat, and we don't want that. You're going to wind up working yourself into the ground, and then you're going to regret having said yes so many times. It's a definite balance. So I urge you, early in your career, try to focus on just a couple key things that you want to learn that you can leverage and turn into value, rather than saying yes to everything because you think that's going to get you somewhere. That's not the case. The third tip I want to talk to you about is I want you to focus on thinking about learning as an investment, not a hobby. So your skills are financial assets. And this is what we need to think about. This is the mindset shift that I want you to focus on. I used to spend a ton of hours learning different things that interested me, right? Woodworking, photography, metalwork, restoration work, right? Those are awesome, great hobbies that I can do when I have some spare time. Does that immediately mean that I'm going to turn that into a business and make money? No. I had to shift my focus into things that I could wind up monetizing or turn into another raise, another job, or a promotion, rather than focusing on spending a lot of time with those interests. So, how can I use this skill that can be more valuable in 6 to 12 months? That's something that I want you to think about. Earlier in your career, right? If you're just starting out, you could even still be in college at a job to make extra money, or you can be really early in your career after you graduated and you just landed your first job. Pick a skill. Pick one skill that's going to directly connect you to more money. So that could be things like improving productivity, mastering a niche tool that your company uses that not a lot of people know how to use, solving specific problems that companies care about, solving problems that your boss directly cares about. Could be one way that you can focus down. When you build a small project or portfolio about something that you have mastered or gained a lot of skill in, not necessarily mastering, the goal is for you to create proof to someone so they can wind up paying for it. So when you start seeing your skills as an investment, you begin compounding your value. So just like compound interest, the growth speeds up over time. And this could be a skill where you can add it to your resume to level up. So this could be something where you can apply to an internal job position at the company you already are, and you're keeping your sights on the next level up at your company if you love working for that company. You can also do something that I've done is you build up your skills, put them on your resume, and then you start looking elsewhere outside of your company that could be a level up rather than a lateral move, right? You can find that next level up if you have the skills to back it up. Or you can take another option, or you can do this at the same time. You can take that skill that you've developed over the last 6 to 12 months and maybe create a business around it. Create a business around solving a problem that other people will pay you for. So to recap, 1, I want you to focus on depth before exposure. So master something valuable, and you can do it quietly. Number 2 is I want you to show your value with results, not with self-promotion. It's going to help you build confidence, and it's going to help you showcase what you've done rather than thinking that you're bragging about yourself. And 3, I want you to treat your learning like an investment. It's not a hobby. So if you start doing these things, you'll start connecting how your introverted strengths directly translate to more income without trying to be someone you're not, right? In this whole video, I have not talked to you about trying to get yourself to go out there, get yourself out of your comfort zone, none of that. You can leverage who you are, you can leverage your strengths as an introvert to get where you want to go. And I'm going to be honest with you, this is not a get rich quick kind of thing, right? But it's a reliable path to income and financial confidence for introverts like us. So this is a topic that we can talk about in a different video about the traps that are out there to make you think that you can make big money overnight, but that's simply not the case. If you want to build something that's sustainable and keep making more money over time because of skills you actually develop, and you're not trying to act like someone that you're not, this is the way to go. And I want you to do it much quicker than I did. So if this video helped you, give it a like and subscribe. I want you to see the value that is in this video, and I want you to see the other strategies that I share every week on my channel, because I want all of us as introverts to succeed in what we do in our careers, because that's going to help us become even more confident in our other abilities in other parts of our lives. So remember, you don't have to be the loudest person in the room to make more money, right? You just have to be the most intentional. Until next time, bye.